Do you know that knowledge is everywhere, but it is just waiting to be discovered? Quick question. What is the one thing you can't do without? Like the one object you can't do without, be it inventions or be it objects. I'm talking about your wristwatch, your phones, your toilet paper, coffee mugs, and you cannot that you know you cannot actually even do without. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. But what if I tell you that there is a very interesting background story of those particular objects that they are so forgotten. The last one will actually even shock you more. First things first, this is Entertainment Vibe TV. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Yes, I need you to smash the subscribe button because why are you watching the video and you're not smashing the subscribe button? You need to do that for more. All right, so first things first, we're going to be talking about the coffee mug. This coffee mugs, to my surprise, after research, I realized that in our early time, coffee mugs were made out of animal skull bones. Surprising. I mean, animal skull bones. Like, talk about a beautiful work of art. Then it goes back to the time of the Chinese when they actually started making porcelain mugs, and basically it was a work of art. Like, and do you know the world largest coffee mug can contain 20,000 cup of coffees? 20,000 cup of coffees. Like, who want to drink that? Literally. Now we're going to be going to the smartphones. Smartphones. Everybody makes use of a smartphone right now, but the smartphone has a very it falls on the giants of its own giants, its ancestors, in terms of their wire phones and whatnot. But do you know the first mobile phone to come into existence was as big as a microwave? I mean, literally speaking, as you can see, it is as big as a microwave. Because I was wondering, how do they carry this up and down? Is this even mobilizable? Like, how do they make use of it? Then the first mobile phone, the first smartphone to come into existence was iPhone, where I think at the year 2007, the first smartphone was made, and it was actually more better because it was like putting a computer in your pocket, very accessible and very useful to use. Now your phones are upgrading and yeah, so everybody's making use of the smartphone right now. And do you know the first message in the first mobile phone to ever to ever pass through was Merry Christmas. I mean, seriously, Merry Christmas? Wow, what a very nice message. It was a very groundbreaking message because it fell down that close to the ending of the year. So it was a very nice way to start up the year and say Merry Christmas. The first message to be ever be sent through mobile phone. Now we're going to go old school for a moment there. This old school, I'm going to be talking about books and pen. And I know these stories. These are very basic stories. Some people say they know, some people say they know, blah blah blah. But this is the last one. It's actually going to shock you. The pen part, not the book part. So the first notebook dates back to ancient Egypt, where papyrus scrolls were used for writing. They were bulky, as you can see. They were bulky, and they got the job done. Obviously, they got their job done because how can the book be that bulky? How can you even write on that? Because looking at it, is it even something that our recent technology can actually make use of? I mean, I'm not sure a pen can write that. What is that stuff made of? Like, what is it made of? Is it made of human skin, animal skin, or just a picture of paper? Ugh, we don't know. The existence of mobile books started back in the time of the 17th century. Started from when manufacturers decided to start stacking papers and making them more portable and more accessible for. And now the pen. Yes, the pen. Surprisingly, this thing actually has a longer history than books, a older history, to be sincere. Yeah, it goes back to the time of when reeds were used for papyrus. Reeds. Like, it was to my surprise when I realized that reeds were actually just like trees, like weeds that they cut. Are you not seeing this picture with me? Like trees that they cut and burnt, and it is the charcoal part the darkening part that they're using to write on papyrus paper. Wow, it was surprising. Literally speaking, it was actually surprising. It by the 19th century, the existence of fountain pen was made. Fountain pens. Fountain pens were a little bit more advanced than the reeds that were used for papyrus, because looking at it, it looks more advanced. Like, they actually designed this properly well. I like the design and I like the way they actually made use of it. And funny enough, it was actually even more accessible and more useful and like preserved more ink than the reads. And before you know it, ballpoint pen came into existence. Ballpoint pen came into existence. It came into existence in the time of 1940s, thanks to an Hungarian inventor who goes by the name Laszlo Biro. Laszlo Biro. Most things people don't actually know. In Nigeria, we call pen biro, and biro is derived from his name, Biro, which we call it biro. Surprisingly, I actually just realized that it's his name. It was from his name. We started calling it biro. I mean, most Nigerians still call pen biro, so we still call it by the man's name. But instead of us calling it by biro, we call it biro. So that it was very surprising. All right, so that's all on Entertainment Vibes TV. If you want to know more, and you want to actually you want to still stay informed and stay updated about hidden histories, about all that stuff too, and just be educated, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button for more. I will see you guys in my next video.